Hello, hello, and welcome back for another heaping helping of rich, steamy backstory as I prepare to choke down another murderless serving of Perfidious Pete Plays Tyranny. And, I don't want to threaten you directly, Tyranny, but you're walking perilously close to the most scathing Yelp review since Jared Cook's trip to Buffalo Wild Wings. I really don't want to talk to any more people. Unless that talk is a precursor to a battle to the death. If somebody comes up to me and says, "Hey, you, let's fight," and I'll be like, "Them's fighting words," and then we can go at it, that's the sort of conversation that I'm willing to engage in. Nothing else. And in fact, at this point, I'm so fed up with being introduced to people and being forced to talk to them and them being people that I'm then subsequently not allowed to kill, that anybody who talks to me at all, it's going to be a precursor to a battle to the death. That's it. Frankly, it's probably even dangerous to have your mouth open in Club Slugman's general vicinity. So if you're a mouth breather or, you've got a winter cold with fever, sore throat, and stuffy nose, you should probably start pounding NyQuil like Bob, the alcoholic from accounting, who's desperate to conceal his problem. Otherwise, that sinus pain and pressure you're experiencing is going to be magnified by a couple orders of magnitude by a club-shaped instrument in very, very short order. So, Horde? Yeah, okay. The fact that your name is Horde means you probably will not talk to me, and I feel like that's for the best. Let's head into this camp. Is there anything we can steal, by the way? Okay, I'm not really sure why we went into stealth mode, but alright. How come this man got to die, but I don't? Also, the game is paused. Okay. Rotting body bearing the Scarlet Course. War paint is skewered upon a wooden pike. Why is the Scarlet Course skewering their own men? That's a little confusing. Somebody in here is practicing with the bow. How do we get out of stealth mode? Wow, these are really good guards. They wouldn't just let us sneak right past us. Guard places her hand by her belt as you approach, gripping the hilt of a blade. Yeah, you damn well better be grabbing the hilt of your sword, because if you're going to talk to me and we're not going to fight to the death, it's probably going to become a fight to the death. I'm just going to glare silently at you because I'm not talking. The guard tenses up, locking eyes with you. That walking hunk of rust. What's he, she, maybe it doing here? Hey, just because our party member smells like a rotting pile of corpses encased in his own feculent waste and wrapped in a suit of chainmail doesn't necessarily mean you get to make fun of him. That's my job. Barrick, he's my buddy. I'm the only one who gets to cut him down. I'm just going to push her down now. You have gained favor with the Scarlet Course. You gain 69 athletic skill experience. Before she can draw her blade, you advance, place your foot behind hers, and give her a stiff shove on the shoulder. Caught off balance, she tumbles backwards, triggering an outburst of laughter in the other guard. Can't believe you sassed the Fete Binder. You're such a stupid ponce. Didn't I tell you we had a special guest coming? Guard waves you in with a smile. Come on in and don't let the ninny shitters in camp give you any guff. You're lucky I don't kill you. If you hadn't laughed at this woman and me abusing her, I probably would be killing you right now. Scarlet Fury. Death Knell. Oh, I guess Death Knell is your name? Alright, well, you know what? With a name like Death Knell, it seems like you ought to be down for a fight to the death. Let's do this. You? As much an accusation as a question, the broad-shouldered woman shakes her head with a scowl. So you're Tunan's Fete Binder. I was expecting something more impressive. She bows in spite of her misgivings. Death Knell, Scarlet Fury. My time is yours for as long as it amuses me. Fighter effortlessly spins a bronze sword about in her hand. She doesn't appear to be wielding one, but sure, why not? Let's get one thing clear. Stick to your words and law. Leave the fighting to the grown adults. Your corpse would be just a tripping hazard to those of us having a proper bit of carnage sport. We've got enough useless twats dying for our name as it is. All our Horde recruits seem good for, of late, is piling in a shit-reeking mound on the battlefield. She hums low to herself and flips her sword side to side with several deft flicks of her wrist. Keep up, and we'll have to strengthen our recruitment standards again. Now, what do you need? I really want to kill you. That's what I need. I am not talking to another person. I am not, no. Insult me again and I'll bury that blade in your belly before you can scream. She peels a surprise, but please laugh at your threat. Tapping the flat of a blade against her thigh, she cants her neck until it audibly cracks. Maybe there's something more to you Fete Binders after all. I really want you to die now. I'm not talking to this. No, I'm not fucking talking to another person. I'm not talking to anybody until I get to kill something. Where the hell is my quest? Salveros, can you give me a quest? Crescent Runner, Iron Walker. Stone shield. Somebody, please. I
I'd
gotta
say
murder.
that's worth a second glance.
Hail, Fete Binder of Tunin. This favorite officer pounds a heavy gauntlet against his chest and a stiff but warm greeting. Were I a better or superstitious man, I'd say fortune must favor me today. I am not. Well, gee, I'm glad you fucking brought it up. Now the backstory is not only pointless and stupid, but it's straight up deliberately wasting my time. Thanks, backstory. But I'm pleased to meet you all the same. Now what brings you to my little slice of personal damnation, otherwise known as, he spreads his thickly gloved hands wide, this here mud and shit-stinking chorus camp. If everybody's so upset and angry to be here, why don't you guys just leave? Alternatively, if you're worried about the smell of your camp, maybe you could dig a latrine so that everything's not a shit-reeking hump, huh? I really want you to die. Anything you'd like to report, soldier? Why are you stationed with the course? I don't care about any of this! Army is a strange, malnourished beast, but no, the screamers seem mostly in order, sir, and I haven't been spying if that's what you're implying, sir. Still as a post, he studies you sharply, scarcely appearing to breathe. I don't care. I want to murder! Of course, even if I was, it'd be damn near impossible to learn anything from this shit sty. Fifth Eye and those damn Furies don't even loop me in enough to do my detail, and it's not for lack of trying on my part. He stares back for a long moment before finally lifting one meaty shoulder in a stiff shrug. You can't shrug with one shoulder. A shrug requires two shoulders. That's how shrugs work. If he lifted one shoulder, it's more of a twitch. I don't care about any of this. How? I came here to do a quest, and that quest was to kill people, and they won't even let me do the killing when killing is my job. I came here to kill. Killing is my quest. Please let me murder someone. There has to be someone here who I can kill. Also, I'm just going to take whatever this is. Snigler Dagos, Fifth Eye. All these people have names, and I can't murder any of them. What do you know, Fifth Eye? The Binder of Tunin arrives, squealing with teenager's timber. The Fifth Eye's voice makes your gums itch, and your fingernails feel in need of a trim. He must have a really powerful voice if he can make my gums itch and my fingernails feel like they need to be trimmed. Alternatively, it could be Justin Bieber underneath that. We just finished having a bit of sport with some captives, but not to worry, we'll have more fun with another batch momentarily. Dressed in the bronze regalia of the Crimson Spears, the Fifth Eye beckons you to stand close, wagging a blood-spattered glove. Maybe it's O.J. Simpson, not Justin Bieber, who's lurking under that. He's got a blood-spattered glove. Now that you have issued this edict and doomed us all to die, did you come to help us climb out of this hole? Chirps of laughter emanate from under his mask. I just want to bludgeon everyone's head. Okay, I need to get... I have other things to do. Because I want to get out of this conversation and see straight up if I can attack these people and kill all of them. It won't even let me out of the dialogue. I can't even... This game is a black hole of fucking story and dialogue. Is there any game here at all? We know the Oathbreakers are focused in a citadel beneath the mountain spire, but we have learned this is not their only nest. Fifth Eye wags a hand in the air with a high-pitched squeal of displeasure. Given their pattern of attacks, they must have a second group maintaining camp here in the Outer Valley, and unless we deal with the second group, they'll attack from behind the moment we cross the river. My last group of scouts returned with a new batch of prisoners, and one of these prisoners claims she can lead us to the Vendrian Guard's secondary camp, though there are shreds of deception in her voice. I could use your help questioning this Varia Kell. Perhaps you get less screams and tears and more useful information out of her. If we knew where to ambush the Oathbreakers, we could try and take their captain and show him the wisdom of joining the chorus. I really want to kill all of you. Fine, I'll talk to your goddamn prisoner. I will meet you there. She's waiting with the other prisoners. Oh, good. What do you do, Snigler Daglos? You gonna drag me into 22 hours of pointless talk to? He's a merchant. What an honor. The name Snigler Dagos, originally from the relative tranquility of the Northern Empire, I've since accepted a nomadic life for the sake of keeping Cairo's forces supplied with only the finest goods, local and imported. Snigler Dagos. This is a merchant, a random merchant, and yet he had to give us at least a chunk of his backstory. This would be like if you went to your local gas station to pick up gas on your way to work in the morning, maybe grab a cup of coffee and a donut. Threw the coffee and the donut on the counter, you'd be like, yeah, I had $12 on pump 9. And the clerk behind the counter was like, greetings, my name is Jeremy Redden. I grew up in Cooper's Landing, Alaska, and have since migrated here to, I don't know, Butts End, Kansas, where I work as a gas station convenience store clerk now. I have only the finest and fresh brewed coffees and day-old donuts that money can buy here at this mobile station. Maybe just say, that'll be $8.77, sir. Here's your change. Thank you. Come again. Couldn't I just get a thank you, come again, Sniggler Doggos? I somehow gained favor with the Scarlet Course and unlocked a raised village on my map. A small smirk gradually forms. I'm also well aware of your past with the Scarlet Course. We benefited greatly after you ruled that we could keep the iron those disfavored pups couldn't even hold on to. Looks around and motions you to come closer. We may have stashed a bit more of what we found off the beaten path. Not all choirmen are as careful with their booty as others. Here, let me mark it on your map. So now not only did the clerk at the convenience store give us the backstory of his entire youth as a child in Cooper's Landing, Alaska, but he's also like, oh, by the way, I found this map of fucking buried treasure. Here, take this too. We really got our values worth from this mobile station. The Yelp review for this place is going to be quite good. Any other pointless sidestep? He steps away, staying watchful as he was before. Well then, what can I do for you? Nothing, for the love of God. Okay, can I please murder this man? I want to cry. I just want to smash somebody's skull in. That's really all I want to do. Is there anyone in this camp I can murder? Anyone?
Can't do that.
I hate everything.
Good work.
What are you even talking about?
I got it.
I hate everything. Well, we might as well get to Trifecta here and talk to fucking Reg and Baz, too. Why the hell not? The game is never going to let me do anything else. I should just embrace it. Well, look who we have here. Chewing on some manner of cud. Well, cud is regurgitated plant matter. A human, especially considering that they don't have multiple stomachs like your typical ungulates, can't really chew on their cud. What are we? We're not ruminants. That's not how it works. The Fete Binder finally shows up. How does this person even know me? I'm Reg, second soldier chimes in, and this is Baz. We were wondering when you might pay the camp a visit. The Fifth Eye has been a little starved for attention. He ordered us to watch you like a troublesome babe, make sure you don't get out of line. Baz knits her fingers together, joints crackling as she smiles. Can I kill these two, please? Something like that. If you have questions, ask us. Good luck finding anyone else in camp who'll give you answers or even a smile. What in the goddamn shitting hell are you talking about, Baz and Reg? Literally everyone in this camp is so fucking eager to talk to the Fete Binder that I just want to murder all of you. I can't hear myself think because it's a constant cacophony of people trying to talk to me and answer questions. I don't want to know anything about either of you unless that is what your insides look like smeared across my club. That's literally the only thing I want to know about any of you. Please, please die. Where is the prisoner I'm supposed to be interrogating? Over here? Nope, that's just some Scarlet Fury. There's a dog. Even the dog tips its head in a quizzical and expectant manner. Even the dogs want to talk to us. Where's the prisoner that we were supposed to interrogate, though? Is it over here? No. Where's my prisoner? Please, for the love of Mike, just tell me where the... Okay, I'm fine. Well, I'm just going to steal now. This town has taken everything I've ever wanted. We also got a level up for thieving. Well, it's the only thing productive we've managed to do, so why the hell not? I'm taking all your shit. I guess I just steal now. This is the... Okay, let's level up Club Slugman then. Level up! They're really excited. I'm vastly less excited about the whole leveling up thing. I have unspent talent points. What to put them in? Concentrated Force. Adds a stun effect to Stuttering Stunder. Stance, Mighty. Requires 1 talent point spent in Power Tree. An aggressive stance that focuses on powerful strikes that penetrate a foe's armor. Seems interesting. Blitz. Rapid strikes to overwhelm opponents. Two-handed Mastery. Increases weapon damage with two-handed melee weapons and allow basic attacks to strike multiple times. I kind of like that. Increases damage... no, I don't care about unarmed attacks. What other trees do we have? I don't care about agility. I don't care about range. I don't give a damn about magic. Leadership. We have to be at least level 3 to take a leadership ability. Okay. Causes thrust to interrupt. Staggering Force seems not terrible. Shield Mastery. We don't use shields. Shield Slam. We still don't use a shield. So are these mostly shield abilities? Interesting. So it really looks like power is going to be the tree of choice for old Club Slugman here. And I find I don't really have a problem with that. I am not going to palm strike anyone. I am not a monk. I kind of like Focus Strike. Armor penetration to thrust ability increases its accuracy. Although the thing that allowed us to interrupt people seemed good too. Or just a mighty stance. There's a couple of these that seem good. Damage with two-handed melee weapons allows basic attacks to strike multiple times. I'm not taking unarmed mastery. That's the one thing we know for sure. Focused armor. You know, it seems like let's just take a mighty stance. I'm saving this. Yes. Club Slugman is mighty. Taking the Outer Valley, interrogate Variah. If only I could find Variah, I would love to interrogate her, preferably by murdering her slowly over a fire. I need to kill something here. I really, really need to kill something. Why do I have a 2? Oh, I'm supposed to spend attribute points as well? Okay. So, Club Slugman isn't exactly the quickest dude, but I don't really feel like we should up either his quickest or his wits. His resolve? Maybe. What about... It takes 2 attribute points to go to a 19 in strength. What does that get us? 3% attack and endurance. What if we just do this? Can we get 2 points of that? No, we cannot. So we can only get 1 point of this either way. Oh, well, strength it is then. That's what we're doing. Club Slugman is exclusively strong and nothing else. So are we done?
Got it.
Where is Variah? I just want to interrogate the person I'm supposed to be interrogating. Please get me out of this story mode shit. Okay, here's Fifth Eye. Where's Variah? You're supposed to be waiting for me? Watching her stillness of violence and revelry occur, he offers a slight nod at your approach. Was there anything else? Who's the strongest in your camp? Because I want to kill them. Verse. I am, naturally. Ah, Verse, she's quite dull. Well, the Archon is, without question, the mightiest in camp. Deathnell is the master trainer here. She's almost as tough enough to take me. She's a biter. Don't tell her I told you that, but she can be trusted to fight and lead. And while her humility is lacking, Verse is correct. She's been running with the Furies even longer than Deathnell. Too bad that skill and puissance did nothing to save her sisters. Sounds like, did I detect fighting words in your voice? You gotta be shitting me. They're gonna immediately back down like the big... I wished I could only convey that Verse is a true survivor, an embodiment of the kind of grit the chorus reveres. Uh-huh. It sounds to me like you just pussied out and maybe pissed yourself a little bit. I don't care about any of this. Stop talking to me. Where is Variah? Okay. Maybe an indicator or marker or something telling me where this prisoner is being kept so that I can then go and interrogate Variah Kell. Ah, Pete, if only you were smart enough to hold down the tab key, you might be able to pull that off. Please, someone, I wish to bow before the voices of Nerat. I thought all I could find redemption in the chorus. The woman in the makeshift armor of the Vendrian Guard lurches forward in agony. Her soiled, trembling legs suggest she's been forced to stand for days. Hey, just because you have soiled legs, I'm rolling with a guy who has exclusively soiled legs, and he's not tied to a pole. He just poops himself because he likes it. I kind of think maybe Barrack likes pooping in his armor. Otherwise, he'd have found a way out of it. Fifth Eye. This one, he flippantly waves at the prisoner, was hollering earlier that she knows the location of the Vendrian Guard encampment, but she isn't being entirely honest. I told this thing, prisoner turns a pale moment before a look of determination comes over her face, that I wanted to guarantee I'd live and be welcomed into the chorus as a captain, then I'll talk. Otherwise, they'll just kill me once I've opened up. I was dumb enough to join with the Vendrian Guard, but I'm not dumb enough to give away my bargaining bronze. Why should I trust the words of an oathbreaker? I suppose I have no answer for that. Variah eyes fall to the ground as she swallows nervously. When I joined with the Vendrian Guard, I accepted their broken vow unto myself. Have you not felt passion for a foolish cause, one you later came to regret? Nope, Club Slugman has only ever felt passion for murder, and frankly, it's a passion that has never abandoned him. Until recently, when I've been forced to spend all of my time talking to people who I just want to crush their skulls. My surrender is sincere, and I'm willing to bow before the voices of Nerat to prove it. Tell me what you know, and I'll see to your release, or you claim you would disavow your people for the Scarlet Course. Why the I honestly don't care. Your motivations mean nothing to Club Slugman. I heard the chorus is looking for Captain Pellox Florian and his crew. I can lead you to them, but only if you release me. She turns her head, taking a long look at the skewered, smoldering corpses around her, tugs at her restraints, but to no avail. No, just Start talking now or Club Slugman is going to twist your head off. Well, you see, shaken by your demand, her lips move wordlessly for several seconds. So I don't know exactly where the rest of my crew is, but I can tell you, she shakes her head, catching her breath. Search that one. She reaches up with her right leg and points with her foot, calling attention to a nearby pile of corpses. The tall, dark one missing most of his face, check his left boot. He was the literate one in our crew. He had the orders. With a snap of his fingers, a pair of choirmen yanked the boot off the fallen guardsman. A rolled parchment slides out of the boot and is thrust into the Fifth Eye's hands. He unfurls the scroll to give it a read. It's nonsense, just mash of words. Laughter erupts from under the mask. She said she had information. She gives us garbage. Slay this wretch for wasting our time. He snaps his fingers at a nearby Scarlet Fury, who promptly snatches a long knife from her belt. Club Slugman is a man of his word. Also, if anybody is gonna kill Variah Kell, it's damn sure gonna be Club Slugman, not some random Scarlet Fury. Go straight to hell, Fifth Eye. I'm taking her to the voices in her rod. You have gained wrath with the Scarlet Course. I really don't care. Seeing as you are an expert on the subject of fate, I will entertain your wisdom on the matter. What then would you propose we do to her? Let Club Slugman kill her. Point to two other prisoners. Let's test her loyalty. Variah killed these guardsmen with something blunt. Send her back as our agent. When the time comes, she will aid us or we track her down her kin. You're wasted a good slave. Work her until she's broken and feed her to the pigs. Now, if I can't kill her, maybe at least somebody gets some violence this way. Variah looks at the prisoners once her allies, closes her eyes as her bounds are untied. The onlookers snicker and cheer when a heavy rock is placed in her hand. Mouthing something inaudible, she lifts the rock higher above her head and smashes it down on the prisoner's skull. Wincing back a scream as she hoists the stone over her head a second time to finish the job on the other prisoner. Bloody rock hits the ground and Variah slumps to her knees in defeat a moment later. See, now we can kill her if we want. Also, two somebody's heads just got crushed, and Club Slugman didn't get a do either time. Good, good. Fifth Eye places his bloodied hand on a trembling woman's shoulder and nods to her. Welcome to the Scarlet Course. Do not fail us. A pair of soldiers come to lift Variah. The Fifth Eye turns to you, his voice filled with glee. Where's the slave to clean up the awful when you need it? I came here to kill. We're no closer to finding the Oathbreaker's position, not with this cryptic mess. She promised us answers, and all she gave us was gibberish.
Sorry to interrupt, but I highly doubt it's gibberish. More likely, it's one of the local scripts.
Who are you, Lantry? Okay, you're a tearsman, clearly. Voice comes from another prisoner tied up next to Variah, an older gentleman with the quills, ink vials, and parchment scrolls. One finds on the sages of the School of Ink and Quill. Well, having ink and quills would seem to be sort of a prerequisite for being a sage of the School of Ink and Quill. Do the sages of the School of Ink and Quill normally come at you with knives and other cutlery? Oh no, that guy's a sage of the School of Knife and Fork. Look out. He's got a shrimp to pine. Ink smudges cover his cheeks, temples, and ears. His clothes appear charred, and between the rips of the fabric you spot burn scars along his arms. Despite being emaciated and tied to a post, he offers a beaming smile. Can I just read the fucking parchment? You unroll the parchment and see a message of modest length written with professional, albeit hasty penmanship. The Tearsmen speak the Canto just like the Northerners, but they have half a dozen different ways of writing it. This particular script is unknown to you. Can you read this?
Let me see. I can't.
You hold the parchment in front of the bound sage, and his eyes dart down the length of the missive. He reads the words a second time, nodding in silence.
So, I don't know exactly what it says, but I'm half certain that's Sage Selwyn's handwriting. I'm sure I could decipher that in a few hours' time. Don't need my hands free, but I think better when not tied to a post.
Yeah.
I know, I'm weird that way.
Let's call the post a motivational tool, Lantry. I think you're going to stay tied to it. A few hours, either you can read it or you cannot. What use is a sage that doesn't know his letters? I've heard all I need to hear. I say we have some fun with this one. Your life depends on you translating this scroll now.
I would love to help. I just need some time. That's written in another sage's shorthand. I'd have to sit down with it, or better yet, compare it to a piece of his writing I have stashed on me somewhere. If I sat down with it while sufficiently sober, it's highly probable I'd figure it out.
Sober? Since when do we share the good stuff with the prisoners?
You know, I tend to agree. Why are we wasting booze on this future corpse? Club Slugman could have been drinking that booze.
Right before I was taken prisoner, I imbibed several vials of reagents. I wanted to be numb and disconnected when my captors used me for carnal catharsis. It's made these last few days tied to a post almost enjoyable.
Wait, so you deliberately roofied yourself so the Scarlet Course could rape you? Jeez, that's like going to Bill Cosby's house and just asking if he has any ketamine. Allegedly. It can't hurt to give him a few. You know what? I was going to just summarily execute this guy, but the fact that he self-roofied before going to see the cause, I'm starting to wonder what his game's all about now. You read the edict. I don't need to tell you the sundial is working against us. This addled old bag is just trying to stall us. He's trying to help. Isn't that worth of something? The voices of Nerot will be upset to know you squandered a source of enemy intelligence. Untie him and give him a chance to translate. I don't need to fucking explain myself. I'm Club Slugman, Fifth Eye. Either do what I say, or I'm going to gouge out your fifth eye, and I'll have to start calling you Fourth Eye. Are you giving me orders, Binder? Does this look like Tunan's court? Last time I checked, only the Arcana Secrets can tell me what to do with the prisoner. Crimson Spear pounds a staff on the ground. If this old man wants freedom, we should give him a fair shot at a trial.
Fete Binder,
Or I could kill you now.
beseech you, be my advocate for this trial. I'm no fool. I know the chorus uses blood, not words, to settle these matters. But you are a servant of the Archon of Justice, are you not?
Okay, fine. I'll be his champion. This one needs to live.
Good.
Because it gives
I
me
like
an
it when
excuse to
Tunons
kill
puppies
someone.
get their paws dirty.
Yeah, please let me murder somebody now. Come
I
on.
wouldn't mind taking a swing at some loudmouth chorus.
Shut the fuck up,
dragons
Braggart. If
myself.
anybody's fighting, it's Club Slugman. If you don't shut up, I'm gonna kill you. Trial by combat. Excellent. The sage is unbound from the post. Stiff legs nearly buckles. He attempts to walk, and his arms flex and flail in their new freedom. Wiping sweat and grime from his brow, the sage steps close to you with a nervous smile. Rhythmic roaring and the stomping of hundreds of feet in unison flood the camp. Horsemen begin to circle and swirl about, brandishing weapons and cheering. When do I get to murder someone, though? If they got this worked up to fight the enemy, I'd venture the war would be over by now. Ah, very droll, Berg. Begin the chant of gathering and let the warriors know that tonight's entertainment will soon commence. Can we fight to the death already? Why do we have to have all the pomp and circumstance? Can't we just square off and swing at each other until one of us is dead? Fifth Eye. Brothers and sisters, who amongst you set the standards for strength? Who amongst you will help winnow the weak from the strong? Fifth Eye waves his hands in the air, drawing a gathering of core soldiers. He doesn't even have the guts to fight me himself. He's going to send one of these random cholos to face off against Club Slugman. Does he not know who I am? I'm Club Slugman. Our claimants have been assembled. Now let the trial of the Oathbreaker begin. Oh, good. We're squaring off. It's like group on group. Finally! Finally, Club Slugman gets to murder some people. Oh, and we have a new party member here. Oh, Lantry has unspent. Can I level Lantry up in the middle of combat? Of course I can, because it's the most ridiculous shit of all time. Well, may as well do that. I'll give us a chance to see what Lantry is good at. Okay, so Lantry... What are you, Lantry? Okay, you're a sage. What does the quill ability do? Quill strike. Lantry throws a well-aimed quill at his target, interrupting them. So he has an interrupt. Okay, so he throws a bunch. He fights with... So the Lantry fighting style is that truly the pen is mightier than the sword. Lantry, I hate you already. I just brought a pen to a knife fight. Lantry strikes his target, interrupting them and lowering their non-physical armor. If used from stealth, this attack will also paralyze the target. So this guy is like a debuff dude. Gain a passive bonus to dodge and subterfuge. Improves his lore skill. Hit precision. Yeah, okay, so this guy is... What does renewal do? What is preservation? Restores the party's weapons and armor to pristine condition. Increases damage from weapons and protection from armor. Yes. And he already has a point in that? He already has a point in that. Greater renewal. Sure. Weapon damage and armor. And we have one more point that we can spend. Gifted healer. Improves the control life skill. Improves control vigor skill. Arcane shield. Grants a bonus to arcane... well, I guess this seems fine. There we go. We're gonna need a healer. Club Slugman ultimately is gonna take some blows to the head, and probably we'll need somebody to staple his noodle back together. So I guess we'll do 1 point of this and 1 point of this. +8 endurance, will, and magic defense. Maybe we'll just go bonus spell strength, because it seems like preservation stuff is spells. Also increases duration of afflictions applied by the character. Oh, he gets... So the green just means he has +1 because of the edict. So let's just do 2 of that then and save. Are we all leveled up now? Lantry. Oh, Lantry knows magic. Restoring touch. Channel healing energy into the target, restoring health instantly. I like that. Titan's touch. Fills the target with a surge of greatness, granting them a bonus to might to vitality. Okay, so he's like a healer and a buff guy. All right, Lantry. Let's get your AI on here. Your party behavior is going to be like party support and defend the party. Saved. Now can we please get about the crushing skulls? This is it. That's like the last impediment to having me crush someone's head in. Club Slugman. Club and Barrack have a combo ability? No, I don't care about that. Oh, we have a combo ability with Lantry. Lantry is the Fete Binder with a surge of restorative energy. The burst of energy is so invigorating. The Fete Binder is also hasted for a lasting duration. Well, that seems nice, but I'm going to start things off with a cleave. Nope, we're too far away. Well, let's start things off with a nice thrust at this man, then. Why am I disengaging? That's death from above. Come on, Club Slugman, swing, dog. There's my boy. That's right, get back here, get to the mage. Yeah, get to the mage, Club Slugman. Sunder that shit. Ow, Club Slugman just got his shit kicked in. Okay, Lantry, do your combo ability on Club Slugman.
On your command.
Because Club's real hurt.
Good work.
Ow, Club Slugman, murder. Leave. There it is. Death from above this guy.
Let's do it, you and me.
Why do I keep running away from the enemy? Also, Barrack appears to be doing nothing.
Are you afraid of death, worm?
What is Club Slugman doing? Oh, that was not... Is that a
Pull
combo?
yourself together.
Pay attention.
Club is down? Wait, where is Club Slugman? I don't see him. Am I dead? Scarlet Fury knocked out Club Slugman. Okay. Well, Club goes down in his first fight. Fantastic. Is everybody else dead, though? What's going on here? Are we done? By the righteous shedding of blood, we have found our answer. Regrettably, it appears the sage is worthy of leaving our camp alive. The fifth eye offers a short mocking bout to Lantry. By the custom set forth the voices of Nerat, you are free to go, old man. Brag to your grandkids that you fell afoul of the course, yet live to tell the tale. That was fun. You warriors almost put up a good fight. Is now the time to start mocking Club Slugman? You did just get your ass KO'd. I'm just going to glare silently because Club is a little bit pissed off that he managed to go down here. I thought I'd die tied to that post. The sage looks down at his rope-worn wrists in disbelief. Now hand me that parchment. I'm certain I can decipher it. Also, maybe get Club Slugman up off of the floor that he's licking. Club Slugman is just chewing floor. Parchment was weathered, but I could make out the important parts of the text. The note makes mention of a meeting spot west of Tripnettle. Tripnettle Wilderness is now unlocked on the world map. So the old sage knows the words after all. I'd ask that you travel ahead and see if you can get this Captain Florian to yield to the course. They will strike at the first sight of a chorus gang, but perhaps they will parley if yours is the face they see. I know the area and I suggest we go at once. I'll show you the way. I'm eager to be far from the stench of this camp. Something's amiss. There's a lot of fight in you for an old scholar. Now you're offering to join the expedition? Yeah, that seems a little suspicious. I must say, just every bit as cutthroat and hardened gang bosses. They act the part of doddering scribes, but don't let that fool you. Well-versed would know a killer when she sees one. Smart for someone your age to be so much trusting, but I'm not with the Oathbreakers, if that's what you're fishing at. I work for them under duress, but I've no love of them. I'm not about to pledge to the course, and the disfavored wouldn't have me. Still, I consider myself a Kairos-feeling vassal of the Overlord's empire all the same. For as long as I've been a sage, I've been trained to defend myself. We don't spend our time binding books and sketching wildlife, just most of it. For centuries, we've been in quiet war with the School of Tides and the School of Wild Wrath. You can't travel alone as much as I do and not know the bronze dance. I'm just going to glare at him. Okay. You're offering to come with me. Why? Fine. I don't care. If you want to come along, Lantry, just come along. We don't have to have a 46-hour conversation about it. Also, could maybe your doctor and ass get Club Slugman up off the ground? Because I seem to have a lot of blood flowing out of me, and the dirt here tastes really bad. And Club Slugman is a man who has eaten copious shares of dirt in his day, but come on. Step lightly and not to get killed. Really, I won't slow you down. Lead the way and let me know if I can be of service. Are we done here? Let's hightail it to Tripnettle. If your new pet doesn't behave himself along the way, I'm not above clipping his ears. maybe Club Slugman should get to his feet? Ah, good. Okay, so now that the battle is over, Club Slugman has risen. Clearly, we still need to work on our combat chops a little bit. Some of this disengage and whatnot, we're going to need to maybe plot out our moves a little more carefully. Barrack also seemed terrifically disuseful in that fight. Do these guys just not ever use abilities unless ordered to? Because it didn't seem like our taunt guy was taunting whatsoever at all. But I finally got to kill something. So you know what? Tyranny gets a reprieve for at least one more episode. Yes, it was 25 minutes of talking that led up to what was mostly a wholly unsatisfying battle. Also, I'm taking your stuff. Anybody else got junk? Is there anything else we can steal here? Before the episode ends, I do want to steal anything that's stealable. Scroll sits here glowing with mystical energy. Can I take it? Yeah, read the scroll. New spell core, a sigil of illusion. I so don't give a shit. I'm also going to steal Snigler Dagalos. Ooh, bronze hammer. Are you better? No, that's one-handed. Well, I'm taking all your shit because I steal everything from everyone everywhere I go. Club Slugman does not respect individual property rights. This is not how Club Slugman works. He lives by a "that's mine, I want it, I'm taking it unless you can stop me" kind of motto. And I'm wrapping this episode, and no one can stop me. I've spoken enough for one day. If you enjoyed this one, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Of course, your support does really mean a lot to us. And if you would like to see the continuing saga of Club Slugman, because I'm going to go at least one more episode. Oh boy, Shivershank is up here, and we didn't talk to this guy. Let's open next episode by chatting with Shivershank. That should be fun. Or not. I don't know. It looks like these guys may fight. They're squared off a little bit. Maybe it's a fight that we can get involved in. We'll see, but that's going to be next episode. Right now, if you enjoyed it, drop a like down in the comment section. Support really does mean a lot. Want to see more? Consider subscribing as well. Post new episodes of Tyranny every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, for the time being at least. Right now, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.